What if there was a place where fire and ice live side by side, and nature tells stories older than history? Where one moment you're standing on a glacier older than your entire country, and the next you're soaking in hot springs under the stars. This is Iceland, a land shaped by volcanoes, carved by glaciers, and whispered into legends by the wind. In this travel journey, I'll guide you through Iceland's most magical places, from secret waterfalls to ancient lava fields. Whether you dream of chasing northern lights or just want to find peace in a black sand beach, this is the video for you. We'll visit wild corners, meet local stories, and give you the full Iceland experience from your screen. So take a deep breath and let's begin. Myths and fun facts. Did you know that more than half of Icelanders believe in elves or hidden people, and many roads are built around their supposed homes? Or that the country runs almost entirely on renewable energy, thanks to all that natural heat bubbling under the ground. Iceland has no army, no mosquitoes, and one of the world's highest literacy rates, meaning stories have always been at the heart of its culture. And here's something wild. You can swim between two tectonic plates in crystal clear water and touch both Europe and North America at once. This island may be small, but it's packed with strange surprises, from exploding geysers to towns that run on fish and poetry. So, before we hit the road, let's explore what makes Iceland unlike anywhere else on Earth. Reykjavik. Reykjavik may be the smallest capital in Europe, but it holds a giant personality wrapped in color, music, and creativity. This is a place where street art covers the walls, and you might find a live band playing in a tiny bakery. The Hallgrímskirkja church towers like a rocket ship, offering the best views in town from its top. through La Favega, the main street, and you'll find bookstores, wool shops, and cozy cafes on every corner. People here still believe in magic, riot sagas, and laugh through long winters, wrapped in knit sweaters and strong coffee. The nightlife, it starts late, ends at sunrise, and somehow always includes someone playing Björk or local punk rock. Reykjavik is not just a base to explore Iceland. It's a heart that beats with modern life and ancient roots. The Golden Circle. If you only have a day in Iceland, the Golden Circle is the perfect way to start. It's a short loop from Reykjavik, but it takes you through some of the island's most famous wonders. First stop is Hingvellir National Park, where you can walk between two continents and feel the earth slowly pulling apart. Next is the Geyser area, where steam blasts from the ground and the Stråkr geyser erupts like clockwork every few minutes. Then comes Gullfoss, the Golden Waterfall, a roaring giant that crashes into a deep canyon, often with a rainbow hanging above. And along the way, you'll pass hidden greenhouses, lava fields, and Icelandic horses that look like they stepped out of a Viking dream. The Golden Circle is like a highlight reel of Iceland's raw power, packed into just a few unforgettable hours. South Coast Secrets. Iceland's south coast is where fantasy meets reality, with endless cliffs, black beaches, and otherworldly landscapes that stretch forever. You'll pass fields of lava covered in soft green moss, like nature's giant shag carpet rolling toward the sea. Near the village of Vik, you'll find Reynisfjara Beach, a black sand shore with crashing waves and sharp basalt towers rising from the sea. The cliffs above are home to puffins in summer, comical birds with bright beaks and stubby wings fluttering in the salty wind. Everywhere you look, there's a surprise. Hidden waterfalls, glacier tongues, abandoned airplanes, and wild legends tied to every rock. It's the kind of place that changes you, because you realize just how small you are and how big the world can feel. Skogafoss and Seljalandsfoss. These two waterfalls are among Iceland's most iconic, and they couldn't be more different. Seljalandsfoss is tall, narrow, and magical, because you can actually walk behind it and feel the mist wrap around you in a glowing curtain of light. A little further down the road is Skogafoss, wide, powerful, and often framed by double rainbows. Legend says a Viking buried treasure behind the waterfall, and some say part of the chest was found by locals centuries ago. Climb the stairs to the top of Skogafoss, and you'll be rewarded with a view over green hills and the wild coast beyond. The roar of the water, the spray in the air. It feels ancient, like the waterfall itself is alive. Jökulsárlón Glacier Lagoon. Imagine icebergs floating past you. Blue-white, cracked like crystal, each one whispering stories from 1,000 years ago. That's what Jökulsárlón feels like. A place where glaciers meet the sea in a slow, silent dance of melting beauty. Some of the ice ends up on the nearby beach, known as Diamond Beach, where chunks of ice glisten like jewels on the black sand. You can take a boat among the icebergs, drifting quietly through a frozen wonderland, sometimes passing seals lounging on the floes. Every visit is different, because the glacier is alive, constantly changing, shrinking, and moving. It's beautiful, but also a gentle reminder that even the strongest things in nature are fragile in time. Vatnajökull ice caves. Deep under Europe's largest glacier, a secret world of blue ice waits to be discovered. The Vatnajökull ice caves are formed every winter, and each one is unique, like a frozen cathedral sculpted by time and water. You'll enter with a guide helmet on spikes underfoot, stepping into silence so deep you can hear your own breath echo off the walls. The ice above glows with shades of blue and silver, like the sky has been frozen and pulled underground. Some tunnels are narrow, others open into grand halls, where you can look up and feel like you've stepped inside a gemstone. These caves don't last long, so every visit is a once-in-a-lifetime moment that can never be repeated. East Fjords Wilderness. Few travelers make it to the East Fjords, but those who do discover one of Iceland's most peaceful corners. Steep cliffs fall into narrow fjords, with tiny fishing villages tucked between mountains and sea. Reindeer roam wild here, the only place in Iceland where they do often grazing in the early morning mist. You might find an art gallery inside an old fish factory, or a cafe run by someone who once lived in New York, now serving rhubarb cake. Roads twist along the coast like ribbons, with ocean on one side and waterfalls on the other. It's quiet, wild, and incredibly human. The kind of place where you breathe slower and dream bigger. Akureyri and the north. Akureyri is Iceland's second largest town, but it feels more like a cozy village with a snowy heart. Sitting at the end of a long fjord surrounded by mountains, it's known for gardens, cafes, and northern charm. There's a church here shaped like a rocket, and a thriving art scene with music echoing through quiet winter nights. Nearby, you can ride Icelandic horses across volcanic valleys, or soak in hot pools while snow falls around you. This region is also the gateway to some of the country's wildest landscapes: lava fields, volcanic craters, and hidden caves. The north has its own rhythm, slower, deeper, and often touched by silence that heals the soul. Lake Mývatn. Lake Mývatn is where nature gets weird in the best possible way. Boiling mud, steaming vents, and bright green water surrounded by craters. You can walk through lava fields that look like a fantasy movie set, full of twisted rocks and strange echoes. Pseudocraters line the shore, formed not by impact, but by steam explosions under lava. Nearby at Iceland, the earth boils openly, with bubbling pools and sulfur steam rising into the sky. Despite all the drama, birds love it here. And Mývatn is one of the best places in Europe for birdwatching. After a day of exploring, take a dip in the Mývatn nature baths, Iceland's quieter, less crowded version of the Blue Lagoon. Húsavík and whale watching. Húsavík is known as the whale capital of Iceland, and one boat ride here can change your life. You'll glide out into Skjálfandi Bay, warm drink in hand, waiting for the ocean to reveal its giants. Humpbacks, minks, even blue whales pass through these waters, and sometimes they breach so close you can hear them breathe. The town itself is charming, with colorful houses, a lovely wooden church, and museums filled with seafaring history. If you're lucky, you'll spot puffins flying nearby, or dolphins dancing near your boat's wake. There's a reason this town inspired the movie Eurovision. It's quirky, beautiful, and unforgettable. West Fjords and puffins. The West Fjords are Iceland's wildest corner, untouched, remote, and utterly breathtaking. The roads here are rough and winding, but every turn leads to a view that makes you gasp. Dinjandi waterfall crashes like a bridal veil from a cliff, wide, elegant, and completely alone. In summer, puffins gather by the thousands on the cliffs at Latrab, unafraid, almost curious, like they want to say hello. Hot springs bubble beside icy shores, and tiny towns seem to appear out of nowhere. It's the kind of place where silence is louder than sound, and nature still feels in charge. Snæfellsnes Peninsula. The Snæfellsnes Peninsula is called Iceland in miniature because it is almost everything the country offers in one magical region. You'll find black beaches, lava tubes, sharp cliffs, and even a glacier-capped volcano at the center of it all. Kirkjufell Mountain rises like a perfect pyramid, often reflected in the nearby waterfall, creating one of Iceland's most photographed scenes. Small fishing towns line the coast, where you can eat fresh fish, hear old sagas, and maybe spot orcas offshore. The energy here is mystical, and some say the glacier is one of the Earth's spiritual centers. Whatever you believe, the Snæfellsnes Peninsula will stay with you long after you leave. Northern Lights magic. There's no light show on Earth like the Northern Lights, and in Iceland, you have a front row seat. From September to April, the skies can explode in green, pink, and purple, dancing above your head like magic come to life. They're never guaranteed, always unpredictable, but that's part of what makes seeing them so special. The best places are far from city lights, on frozen lakes, black beaches, or quiet hills under the stars. Wrap yourself in blankets, bring hot chocolate, and let the night sky do the rest. Seeing the aurora isn't just visual, it's emotional, spiritual, and something you never forget. Icelandic food and culture. Icelandic food may surprise you. It's not just fermented shark and dried fish, though those do exist. You'll find creamy seafood soups, fresh lamb stews, warm rye bread baked in hot springs, and sweet pastries that go perfectly with strong coffee. Icelanders love stories, music, and art. And even in small villages, you'll find galleries, concerts, or someone reading poetry. Saunas and hot pools are part of daily life, where people relax, share news, and soak away the cold. It's a culture shaped by nature and time, tough but joyful, proud yet welcoming. Eating here isn't just a meal, it's a window into the soul of the island. Final tips and farewell. Iceland is not just a destination. It's a feeling, a memory that lingers like the smell of snow or the sound of wind. When you go slow. Take time to listen, to feel, to truly see. Pack layers, trust the weather will change, and remember, every road can lead to a new adventure. Be kind to the land, and it will show you wonders. And even if you can't travel there yet, let this journey remind you that magic still exists in the world. Thank you for coming along this adventure through Iceland. Until next time, keep exploring. Let us reward you for watching till the end. Here's how to claim your free prizes. Step 1. Check the links in the description right now. Step 2. Access our free app now and unlock hundreds of free resources to craft the perfect travel experience without the cost of a traditional travel agency. You'll find valuable pieces of advice for your trips, links to buy skip-the-line entry tickets for any attraction in the world, plus a community of travelers waiting to share the love of travels with you. If this sounds not enough to you, we will give you even more extra contents like how to travel with kids or pets, language courses to sound like a native when you travel, practical guides on how to find your IKIGAI, stress relief techniques to enjoy your travels and life like never before. Do not hesitate. Our app is free. Click the link in the description now. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel so you do not lose any moment of deep connection with our amazing planet and your own soul.